Efficiency experts. The role of U.S. presidential advisory boards. In the United States, the role of presidential advisory boards focusing on government efficiency has been integral to enhancing the functionality and accountability of federal agencies. These boards have evolved over time, with each president utilizing them to address the growing demand for effective governance, cost-cutting, and improved service delivery. Starting from the Clinton administration, presidents have initiated these boards to assist them to look for waste and better efficiencies within federal agencies. Generally, these boards will have experts from the private sector, such as business executives and industry specialists, often appointed to provide insights and guidance on improving government efficiency and effectiveness. And other experts, such as those with experience in technology, healthcare, or education, to provide specialized knowledge and insights. The first major initiative for government efficiency came during President Bill Clinton's administration with the launch of the National Performance Review, NPR, in 1993. The NPR was one of the most ambitious efforts to reform the U.S. federal government in recent history. Under the leadership of Vice President Al Gore, NPR focused on reinventing government by cutting unnecessary bureaucracy, reducing waste, and making government more customer-friendly. One of its core goals was to streamline government processes and ensure that federal agencies operated more like businesses in terms of efficiency and performance. The NPR recommended consolidating or eliminating ineffective programs, and it was successful in reducing the size of the federal government while making it more responsive to the needs of the American public. The review produced 384 recommendations, estimated potential cost savings of $108 billion over 5 years, and led to the elimination of 16,000 federal positions and the consolidation of numerous programs. Clinton decreased the national debt by 13.64% during his presidency from 1993 to 2001 and balancing the budget. He oversaw a period of strong economic growth, with the U.S. experiencing an annual growth rate of around 4% and creating 22.7 million new jobs. Clinton's economic policies, often referred to as Clintonomics, included raising taxes on higher-income taxpayers, cutting defense spending, and reforming welfare. As a result, the United States federal budget was transformed from a deficit to a surplus from fiscal years 1998 to 2001. President George W. Bush launched his own efficiency initiative, the President's Management Agenda, PMA, in 2001. The PMA marked a new approach in governmental efficiency, emphasizing the need for measurable outcomes and performance-based management in federal agencies. The agenda focused on 5 key areas: strategic management of human capital, competitive sourcing, improved financial performance, expanded electronic government, and budget and performance integration. The goal was to bring a results-oriented approach to the federal government by setting clear benchmarks for success and ensuring that agencies were held accountable for their performance. The PMA also introduced the concept of performance-based budgeting, which aimed to link federal spending with measurable results. Under this framework, the government was expected to focus not just on how much money was allocated to programs, but also on how effectively the programs achieved their goals. The result: 20 federal agencies received clean audit opinions in 2009, up from just 6 in 2001. It also introduced the Performance Assessment Rating Tool, PART, which evaluated program performance and held agencies accountable for results. By 2008, over 98% of federal programs had been reviewed using PART, which led to the creation of the Human Capital Assessment and Accountability Framework, HCAF, which helped agencies improve workforce management and development, which implemented competitive sourcing initiatives, which led to the competition of over 2,900 commercial activities and resulted in estimated savings of $6.8 billion and promoted the use of technology to improve government services. By 2008, over 200 eGov initiatives had been implemented, providing citizens with easier access to government information and services encouraged agencies to align budget decisions with performance goals. Over 90% of federal agencies had integrated performance information into their budget submissions. Unfortunately, the budget surplus George W. Bush inherited from the Clinton administration did not last. When Bush took office in 2001, the federal budget had a surplus of $236 billion. Due to a combination of factors such as tax cuts, increased military spending, and the economic downturn following the 9/11 attacks, the budget deficit grew significantly. By the end of Bush's second term in 2009, the federal budget deficit had reached $1.4 trillion. With the Obama administration came the President's Management Advisory Board, PMAB, established in 2010. Composed of senior executives from the private sector, the PMAB's role was to offer strategic guidance and recommendations to enhance federal agency operations and focused on specific issues like customer service, improving data management, modernizing technology infrastructure, and strengthening the management of the federal workforce. Under the PMAB, the government focused more on harnessing technological innovations to improve service delivery and making government operations more accessible and transparent to the public. One of the key initiatives was helping the Obama administration make a shift toward performance-based management, making sure that decisions on federal agency budgets and programs were grounded in data and real-world results. The board's private sector perspective allowed the government to adopt new approaches to management that were more in line with modern business practices. During Barack Obama's presidency, from 2009 to 2017, the federal budget deficit decreased significantly from the 2009 $1.4 trillion, 10.1% of GDP, inherited from the Bush administration to 2017, $666 billion, 3.5% of GDP. In his first term, President Trump created the President's Management Advisory Board, PMAB, to improve government efficiency. In 2017, 22 regulations were eliminated for every new one, and in 2018, 12 regulations were eliminated for every new one. President Trump also signed an executive order to streamline the permitting process for infrastructure projects, aiming to cut approval time from up to 10 years to an average of 2 years. The Trump administration implemented policies to increase American energy production, including expanding access to natural resources and streamlining permitting for energy projects. The goal was to improve government efficiency, reduce regulatory burdens, and promote economic growth. The budget deficit grew during Trump's first term, with the deficit increasing from $666 billion in 2017 to $3.1 trillion in 2020. This growth was largely due to a combination of factors, including tax cuts and increased government spending during COVID. The Biden administration Government Efficiency and Modernization agenda streamlined bureaucratic processes and delivered services more efficiently to the public, including adopting cutting-edge technologies to reduce manual processes and improve the way government interacts with citizens. It ensured that digital government services are more accessible and user-friendly for the public, while also investing in cybersecurity to protect government systems and data. By embracing technological advancements, such as cloud computing and artificial intelligence, the Biden administration hoped to create a government that is not only efficient, but also flexible and able to adapt to rapidly changing needs. The administration made significant progress in reducing the deficit. Biden cut the deficit by more than $1.7 trillion during his first 2 years in office, the largest decline in American history, which had been caused by the staggeringly high deficit from COVID stimulus spending, but in the remaining 2 years the deficit has started to inch back up and is still higher than pre-COVID levels. Throughout these administrations, the overarching goal of each advisory board has been to foster a government that operates more like a well-managed organization, one that prioritizes the needs of its citizens while being accountable to the public and maximizing taxpayer dollars. Each board has played a crucial role in identifying inefficiencies, recommending reforms, and ensuring that federal agencies are held to higher standards of performance to make the U.S. government more agile and responsive. The newest Efficiency Board Department of Government Efficiency, D.O.G.E, of the incoming Trump second term has an ambitious goal to reduce $2 trillion from a budget of $6.75 trillion, a reduction of over 29%. Can it be done? If you liked this video, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.